Welcome to a special edition of Money Mentor SOS, where we'll be talking all about fraud. Now, with us today, we've got Lloyds Bank's Fraud Prevention Director, Liz Ziegler, who's going to be talking about the most common types. So Liz, why is it so important that we do protect ourselves?
It's really important to protect ourselves because actually anybody could become a victim of fraud, and sadly it's now the most common crime in the United Kingdom. So we all need to know what to look out for and when to be on our guard.
Absolutely. And we also have Dominic Wells with us today. Now, Dominic, I understand you have a cautionary tale for us.
Yes, it was a few years ago. I needed to get to Cannes in a hurry in the south of France for the film festival because I had a short film showing there, but it was completely booked up. Like, you could not find accommodation within striking distance, except for one place right in the centre.
Oh dear, I can hear the alarm bells ringing already.
Yes, I should have heard them. So I emailed the person whose name was Hélène and emailed her in French. She wrote back in English saying, my French is not very good. That's a bit of a red flag, I think.
Don't tell me you did a bank transfer.
Again, it seemed very plausible. She said, you will get an official communication and email from the website. It will tell you how to pay. That came. It said pay by bank transfer. It was only later that I realised that must have been a faked email.
Right, well, I'm very sorry to hear that. But Liz, what lessons can we learn from Dominic's story?
Oh, Dominic, I'm very sorry it happened to you, and it just shows it can happen to anybody. And we all need to take that time to do our research, to think, actually, is this a genuine site? Is this somewhere and somebody I can trust? And perhaps, have I looked for those online reviews to validate, yep, that's a good site to go there? And have I done my checks?
So we conducted a survey with YouGov about how well people understood different types of fraud. One of the most concerning was that less than half of those surveyed understood advance fee fraud. So what is advance fee fraud?
So it's a whole series of things. It could be anything from you want to get some money, a loan, and maybe your normal bank has declined you and you really need that money now. So they say, pay me an arrangement fee or a fee up front and you'll get the money. It never arrives. Or maybe in Dominic's case, it could have been that you'd paid a deposit on that flat. You pay the deposit, you think it's all fine, you could turn up or go and make that final payment, and it's not there. The fraudster has gone and taken your hard-earned cash, your money with them.
Yeah, and you're not seeing it again after that, are you? So there was one type of fraud that scored even lower than in our survey, and only 1 in 4 people understood what it was, and that was vishing, the V. So what's vishing?
Phishing is a really clever way of deceiving you into thinking something's happening, you've got to act. It could be you get called from HMRC saying you must pay your taxes now, otherwise you'll get fined. Or it could be there's something gone wrong on your bank account, you must press 1 now.
It's that sense of urgency, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you part with information, and then eventually you'll get lured into making a payment thinking I've got to fix this problem.
Another interesting result from our survey is that online shopping seems to be one of the biggest danger areas. So of those who were scammed in the last year, for 22%, it was while they were trying to buy something online. So Liz, could you tell us a bit more about online shopping scams and ways that people can avoid being scammed when they're shopping online?
So we all like the convenience, the ease of shopping online and frankly getting those good deals, whether it's 11 o'clock at night or before somebody's birthday and you want to buy that thing for them. And a good example could be, I don't know, you want to go to a concert and there's only a few tickets remaining, so you think, I've got to make this purchase now, otherwise I'll lose out.
I've had that with Arsenal matches, certainly.
Yes, absolutely. Football tickets, it's the end of season game and you think, I've got to do this now, otherwise I'll miss that final game of the season. You're rushed into making that purchase. Now, it's a good example of actually stop, think, do your research. Look at online reviews, find somebody else who might have bought from that seller before here, and just think, does this look real? Does this look genuine? Has the site just been set up or the seller merchant just set up in the past few days? Probably an indicator it might not be a genuine seller there. And then when you make that payment, do try and use your card, your debit or your credit card, and check that that website's secure by looking for that padlock in the address bar.
Thank you, Liz. That's great advice. And thank you, Dominic, for sharing your story as well.
Yeah, pleasure. I hope it helps someone be more cautious than I was.
Look out for the next episode of Money Mentor SOS, where we'll once again be chatting to Lloyds Bank's Liz Ziegler about ways to protect yourself from fraud.